Hello friends, Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Welcome to my kitchen. It feels as if it's been an eternity since we've been here in the kitchen. I haven't filmed a video in about 1 month. You probably haven't realized that because I've had videos uploaded to YouTube. All kind of lovely recipes on there, so pretty much you would not have noticed that. But it feels great to be back in the kitchen here. Today we're doing something with bodi. Internationally it's known as yard bean because of the length of it. We're doing a quick stir fry, and guys, it's one of those nice vegetarian recipes. I'm going to be putting one ingredient in there I want you guys to be mindful of, because you will need to find a replacement for it if you're very strict as far as a vegetarian thing goes. We're going to add a little bit of fresh cashew nuts in there, something we don't usually do in the Caribbean, but I thought just for a little bit of protein, a little bit of extra texture, we would go that route. So here we go guys, some stir-fried bodi. It's gonna be nice. Just thought I'd show you the beans, what we call bodi or yard beans, and that is the length of them. They're very, very long. In this case, this one is very skinny. I remember growing up in the Caribbean, and the ones my mom and dad would have in the garden would be a lot thicker, maybe two times the thickness of one of these. Just thought I'd quickly show you said yard bean. So I've brought out the wok. This is my small wok I have. You can use a non-stick pan, any sort of pan you want, but I love using this wok on a medium heat. I'm gonna go in just a little bit of vegetable oil. I remember any ingredient that I used to do, it will be described down in the description below, as well as the recipes will be posted on CaribbeanPot.com. Right away we're gonna go in with some diced onion, as well as some garlic, and this is just some diced up, finely diced garlic, and I have here a little bit of grated ginger. Just gonna move that around a little bit. I want to turn my heat down because I know I did say stir fry and people think automatically it's supposed to be fast, but I want this to really release that flavor from the garlic and the onion and that ginger. Boy oh boy, it's smelling wicked in this kitchen already. At this point I've got the washed and trimmed bodi, and as you can see it's probably about a 1-inch piece. I'm going to turn my heat back up to medium high. Just add a quick stir. And right away I'm going to go in with some black pepper. And I won't be using any salt in this dish, but near the end you guys can certainly adjust that, taste it and adjust it. I'm trying to cut back on my sodium. I'm going to go in some soy sauce. I have here a bit of oyster sauce, and this is the ingredient I told you guys you have to be mindful of. If you're a strict vegetarian, I mean, let's say you won't be using this, right? But I'm sure there's different ones, like a vegetarian version, you can probably get some sort of substitute. And I went in with a little piece of scotch bonnet pepper. That is totally optional. I want that Caribbean sunshine in there. But guys, please, when handling these peppers, wear gloves and wash your hands with soap and water immediately after. The seeds, you don't want to play around with those, guys. Don't use those if you're concerned about raw heat. And I'm fairly big pieces, so when I'm serving this, if someone wants to take it out, they can certainly do that, but don't get confused. It will still have a little kick, so be mindful of that. I'm going to move this around a little bit more. And bodi or yard beans can be a bit tough compared to, let's say, and I'm going to say you can use string beans if you want for this recipe. It's totally up to you. But because of that toughness, we need to let it sort of steam cook for a little bit. So before I add some liquid, and all I'm going to do is go in with a bit of water in there, I want to toss in some raw cashews, and then we're going to go in with that water. And that's just about 1/4 cup of water or so. got around in here, and let that go until these beans are pretty much tender, or the sort of consistency as far as texture goes that you like. I like it with a little slight crunch, so it's probably going to take about 5 to 7 minutes or so on that medium-high heat. It's been going now for about 5 minutes, but remember guys what I said. You can turn your heat down to low and let this cook longer if you want. Depends on the sort of texture and crunch you like your beans to be at. I'm going to go in with some diced up tomato. Give that a quick stir, just to brighten it up a bit. And basically let that go for 2 more minutes. Taste it for salt, adjust accordingly, because remember the only salt we really have in there is from the soy sauce as well as that oyster sauce. So taste it and adjust it. Give that a final stir. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com, guys. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. It's free, and you're gonna get all the nice, delicious recipes as soon as they go live here on YouTube. Remember to check out my website, CaribbeanPot.com, for this recipe, about 300 other Caribbean-inspired recipes, and my cookbook. Yes, my cookbook is out, guys. You gotta check it out. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Have a great day, guys.